Yeah, I hope that you hearing me. This is the future, all about cybersecurity. Talking about the hackers, I'm just trying to warn you. From the one and only legend, the cyber informer. Hey, yeah, this is the cyber reformer. This is the cyber reformer. Let's go.
It's time for the Cybersecurity Business Connect and Protect Central Coast Q&A video. I am Michael Tremblett, the Cyber Informer, at cyber_informer on Twitter, and today we'll be talking about Windows 11. On the theme of updating operating systems, Windows 11's release is quite timely. In this video, I'll show you what Windows 11 looks like and some of the good, bad, and ugly features. Let's go. What is Windows 11? Windows 11 is the next version of Windows after Windows 10. The rollout of Windows 11 began on October 5th, 2021. Microsoft tells us the rollout will be complete by mid-2022. In this video, we'll see what Windows 11 looks like, some of the key changes between Windows 11 and Windows 10, and some of the cool new features of Windows 11. In this propeller hat zone, we're going to have a look at some of the features of Windows 11. Nothing too deep, but there may be some technical talk that warrants a propeller hat zone. This section is rated 1 propeller hat out of 5. These are the minimum requirements for Windows 11. We need a compatible 1 GHz or faster dual-core 64-bit processor from Intel, AMD or Qualcomm, 4 GB of RAM, 64 GB of storage, UEFI secure boot supported and enabled, a trusted platform module, version 2 or higher, a DirectX 12 compatible GPU with WDDM 2.0 driver, a 720p display larger than 9 inches in size. Windows 11 Home requires a Microsoft account and internet connectivity. Windows 11 Pro can still be used with a local account. Check if your computer is ready for Windows 11 by the link on the screen. This section of the video will demonstrate how to check if your computer is compatible. Microsoft states it's free on all compatible computers. How do you know if your computer is compatible? Let's have a look. When you Google PC Health Check app, Google will return this link. When you download and run the program, the PC Health Check app will run. Your PC health at a glance, if you click on the Introducing Windows 11 Check Now button, you'll see whether your PC meets the requirements to upgrade to Windows 11. Click See All Results to see more details about why your computer either meets the requirements or doesn't meet the requirements. Windows 11 will be a free upgrade for everyone running Windows 10 on a supported PC. As we just saw, if your computer supports Windows 11, you will get the option to upgrade to it. See the last video in the series for tips on how to upgrade to Windows 11. A big point of contention is the centered taskbar. For the first time since Windows 95, the Start button is no longer in the bottom left of the screen. This look is similar to the Mac OS dock or the taskbar in Chrome OS. This is the new positioning of the Start button. When it's clicked on, you'll notice it's a clean design. The magnifying glass is a search, and the boxes button is the task view for switching tasks and desktops. More about this soon. And we have other default icons like Microsoft Teams Chat, Microsoft Edge, File Explorer, Microsoft Store, and Microsoft Mail. We can add icons to the taskbar directly from the Start menu by right-clicking on them and selecting Pin to Taskbar. Do this for all applications that you want to have quick and easy access to. Conversely, we can unpin from the taskbar by right-clicking on the pinned icons and selecting Unpin from Taskbar. One of the biggest features of Windows 11 is the slick design. This includes rounded corners for a more aesthetic appeal. We can see graphical upgrades to the context menus. This means if you right-click on something, you might see an icon as opposed to a word. And we'll check that out in a second. When you right-click on something, such as on the desktop, we'll see the context menu appear. And you can see it has nice rounded corners. That is one of the big selling features that Microsoft has touted in Windows 11. When we right-click on an icon, we can see instead of having cut, copy, paste, rename, etc., we now have icons for those as opposed to the word. For example, if I click on the copy icon, I can paste by right-clicking and selecting the paste icon from the context menu. I'll now delete that icon by right-clicking on it and selecting the bin icon from the context menu. You get the picture. The Start button has lovely rounded corners as well. Much better than those sharp corners that Windows 10 has, I guess. The Start menu is simplified. No more active tiles like in Windows 10. Active tiles are now on the Widgets menu, which we'll see shortly. For comparison, this is Windows 10. When we click on the Start button, you'll see the live tiles. They change. That's how you know they're a live tile. We'll also see that there are grouped tiles as well, like for the Microsoft Office suite. These no longer exist in Windows 11. Windows 11's Start menu is simplified. When you click on the Start button, you have your pinned apps. There'll be more and more screens depending on how many pinned apps you have. You can add and remove apps from the pinned apps section of the Start menu by right-clicking. Right-click and unpin from Start and it will disappear. To bring it back, search for it in the Start menu search bar. Select the option Pin to Start. It will be added to the bottom of the pinned menu. We can move it to the top by right-clicking and select Move to Top. And that goes to the top of the first page, or we can simply drag the icon around. The Windows 11 Start menu is simplified and easy to use. Window positioning is now easier. There are better Smart Snap positions. This works best on large monitors. Let's have a look and see what I mean. Snap positions are when you drag a window around the screen and it will snap into different areas of the desktop. You'll see it creates a shadowy area. If we let go of the mouse button when the shadowy area is available, you'll see it will snap into place. Windows 11 has different snap positions. There are more of them depending on the size of your monitor. We can see all of the positions available by hovering over the Maximize button. Selecting an area will snap the window into that position. And clicking on the Maximize button will make the window full screen. With two windows open, we can snap into two different locations. First, you choose the first location to snap into, and Windows suggests a second position for the second window to snap into. Simply click on it to snap it into place. We can do this for any combination of positions that you want. Dragging the window back to the top center of the screen also maximizes it. Widgets replace the live tiles on Windows 10. This is a menu for fun and informational tiles. Some say this will also be where Microsoft will advertise to you. The blue and white box icon at the bottom is your Widgets menu. Click on this to display your widgets. Scroll down to add more widgets to the menu. There are only a limited number of widgets that you can choose from at this stage. Let's add the traffic widget by clicking on the plus button. Customize each widget by clicking on the three dots button. In this case, we'll customize the traffic to show Gosford's traffic. We'll customize the sports widget and we'll show the information about the A-League this season. Or we can customize it for a particular team, not the entire league. Don't like the positioning of the widgets? Move them around. Grab the bar at the top and move them to your desired position. There we go. I like that much better. Notice at the bottom of the screen we have a Jump to News button. It takes us down to the News section of the Widgets menu. Scroll through the news stories that Microsoft has chosen for you. To read a particular article, just click on the link. It will open up the story in Microsoft Edge, and that's the long and short of the Widgets menu. Multiple desktops have been in Windows since Windows 7. Add a new desktop by using the Task button. Swap desktops by pressing the Windows key, Control, and right or left arrow. The third icon in from the left is the Task menu, and this is where you can add new desktops. Click on this and then click on the New Desktop button, and we can see it adds multiple desktops. To remove the desktop, hit the cross in the top corner of the desktop that you want to remove. Simply click on the desktop that you want to use to switch to that desktop. In Desktop 1, we'll open up Microsoft Edge. Now we'll switch to Desktop 2, and we'll open up Notepad. Each desktop can have multiple programs open on it. Switch between the desktops quickly by using the Windows key plus Control plus right or left arrow, which is what I'm demonstrating here. Notepad is on one desktop, Edge is on the other. It can almost be used as the boss button, where you can have your work apps on one desktop and you have your fun apps like your games and solitaire on the other desktop. And you can switch between them very quickly when the boss enters the room. We'll add a third desktop. We'll open up the calculator on it. I can switch between desktops by using the shortcut key combination Windows Control Left. And then we'll close all of the desktops so we can see what happens. You'll notice that the desktops become consolidated, which means that they don't close the programs when you close the desktop, it just adds it to the desktop before it. You can see now all of the applications that were open on all three desktops are now on the one desktop. And that's how we use Windows 11 multiple desktops. In the clock app, we have focus sessions. This sets a timer for you to focus on your tasks, and depending on how long your focus sessions are for, you'll be designated break times. You can link Spotify to help you focus, and also create lists of to-dos while in the focus session. To get to the clock app, click on the Start button, and then click on Clock. This is the clock app. The top icon at the top left-hand side there is your focus sessions. You can set your focus session to whatever time period you want in 15-minute increments. Notice at 45 minutes it tells you you'll have one break. Click Start Focus Session. You'll see it starts counting down to the first break. In this case, it's 20 minutes. You can track your progress on the right. You can link to Spotify so you can have music playing. Add to-dos to make the most out of your focus session. Click on the Breakout button up in the top right-hand side of the Focus widget, and it will give you a minimized screen that stays on top of other windows, so you can keep track of your focus session. The outer ring is your countdown timer. Let's fast forward the video so we can see how it depletes. Use the pop-in button to maximize the screen so we can go back and have a look at our focus sessions dashboard. When we press the stop button, our daily progress updates. And that's the cool new feature of focus sessions in Windows 11. Windows 11 Terminal. This is more of a geeky change. Formerly it was known as PowerShell. Now it is known as Windows Terminal, to reflect other operating systems' use of the word terminal. Both Linux and Mac use the word terminal for their command prompt. To get to Windows Terminal, click on the Start button and type in Terminal. Click on Windows Terminal and it will bring up the terminal screen. And we can type in terminal commands just like we used to do on the command prompt. In other words, it's a fancy new name for the old PowerShell and command prompt screens. Windows 11 apps in and out. Teams is now built in to Windows 11. This replaces Skype. Skype can be downloaded and installed if you want. Internet Explorer is gone. Edge has an Internet Explorer mode if you still have sites that need it. Small changes like devices is now known as Bluetooth and other devices, and power and sleep is now power, sleep, and battery settings. We can see Teams down the bottom right-hand side, down by the time. If we hit the little up arrow, we can click on the Teams icon, which brings up the Teams dashboard. As mentioned previously, this is built in to Windows 11. Now if we search for Internet Explorer, notice we only get Edge. Internet Explorer does not exist anymore. Even if we try the technical way of doing it, which is going to the Run option in the Start menu and type in iexplore.exe, we still get Microsoft Edge opening. Internet Explorer has been erased. When we type in devices in the search bar, we can see Bluetooth and other devices settings, rather than just devices in Windows 10. Now if we search for power options, we can see it now says power, sleep, and battery settings, as opposed to power and sleep options in Windows 10. Big deal. So those are some of the ins and outs on Windows 11. Let's exit the propeller hat zone and wrap up the video. Here's my final thought. Before jumping in to upgrade to Windows 11, think if it is right for you. Don't do it without proper consultation. You may have incompatibilities with applications or devices on your network. At time of recording, it is very new, so there may be incompatibilities people have yet to find. At time of recording, it is recommended to get Windows 11 on new certified hardware. not existing computers in your work environment. I have no problems with you upgrading your home computers because less can go wrong, and there are some speed boosts for gaming, but in the business environment, proceed with caution. Again, at time of recording, there are a number of bugs in Windows 11. My feel is that it's not ready for prime time yet. I've been using it on my laptop for months and it is not as stable as I would like. Random crashes and blue screens, which are now green screens for some reason, happen on a more frequent basis than what I had with Windows 10. So what do we learn? Windows 11 looks a lot different. Start menu placement will throw people off. The simplification gives Windows 11 a clean, sharp look. It has some neat features like widgets and focus sessions. Internet Explorer doesn't exist anymore, increasing security. And it has nice rounded edges. Thank you for joining me for a look at Windows 11. Overall, it is a slick looking operating system, but I don't think it's ready for business just yet. Don't forget, you can contact me via email, Instagram, Facebook or Twitter. Until next time, stay safe online.
Oh yeah, this is the Cyber Informer. Hackers, you going down like, oh yeah, this is the Cyber Informer. Hackers, you going down, yeah.